Alright, the recording succeeded.
Alright.
Congratulations.
Great. So, for this scene in Chapter 9... Oh, shit, sorry.
You know this scene where, like, Sam takes off her, like, armor? It's like, what the fuck is up with this, Ross? Why does she have to do it in this way? It's like, no, that doesn't work.
Why'd you painstakingly describe all of the new details? It's kind of weird. I don't know.
Looks like that guy who... Oh, that wasn't a trash can. That was a water fountain. That guy who's been kicking it all day.
Oh my god, it's a water fountain!
Yeah.
Or, if you're from New Hampshire, it is a bubbler.
Can you imagine if, like, this is how police acted? They were just bumbling fools instead of bumbling fools.
It would be nice. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really good.
Instead of bumbling fools with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Sir, what is to become of the trial in the Codopian embassy staff member's murder?
You are Manfred.
No, you were.
You were.
I was. That's right. Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. The case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely.
Huh. Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut.
I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Codopian embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? What an outrageous circus has it all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus, right, sir? I go weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
Woohoo!
Cheap BLJs.
Yeah. I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue my investigation. Whatever for. I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. A perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree?
Good lord, girl, do you say the same words over and over? Real? Fool?
Yes.
You're fired. I'm your daughter.
Still fired.
Snaps fingers. Mokuba, I'm firing you. If you want to investigate in this case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue. In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca. See to it I'm not disturbed, save the results of your competition. Yes, sir.
Of course, Papa.
Francisca, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on.
Yes, just as you wished.
I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth.
I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone who's involved with this case.
Is that Gumshoe just... yeah.
He's doing his impression of the judge. I guess my partner is Baby.
Yeah, you get Baby. Baby is your partner. Yes, what is it? My badge. It feels like there's a whole backside to this case we're not seeing.
And here we had thought that it was a case where the two men had killed each other.
We're lacking in information. And as a Von Karma, I can hardly call this a perfect investigation.
Indeed, it is as you say. Get that fucking finger away from me.
words out of her mouth. I can't believe we agree on something.
Just what is so revolting about my finger?
You damn well know. Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to the case.
It's bigger than her fucking forehead.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
terrifying.
for her it makes sense because she's like 13, but for the
No,
other
it
adult-
does. Okay, my finger extending from the bottom of my chin goes to the top of my nose.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
my
sense.
pointer finger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A little girl's head is not half my head. Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, wait, did you say her whole head or her forehead?
Her whole fucking head. His finger is bigger than her entire head.
I just imagine that, like, hold on a second, I gotta, like, draw something in Photoshop real quick. Not like with a tablet, just like shittily with my mouse.
I understand he's got yaoi hands, but Jesus Christ. Not even Marth's grab range has that much yaoi in it.
Can you imagine Edgeworth's hitbox if he was a fucking fighter? Like a DLC fighter at that?
You know how Wario, when he like does his side A, his hands grow enormous and he just does that clap? That's what I imagine Edgeworth had. Like his aerials, actually. I guess they removed his clapping in Ultimate. They gave him this tackle charge. What was that lash for?
Show her your badge.
Yeah, that's absolutely what I want to do.
Do you think you can win this competition by simply showing that to me?
Not at all. In fact, I was planning to thank you. I wouldn't be a prosecutor today without you and your father.
I didn't really do much. He became a prosecutor first, that's all. But just you wait and see, Miles Edgeworth. Very soon I'll be a prosecutor too.
Good, then we can both send criminals away together as colleagues.
But you can be sure that I will always get more convictions than you.
It's almost cute that she's going this far to insist that she'll always win. Almost.
It'd be really interesting to play this game between 1 and 2.
It'd be very interesting to do Francisca's school days, where she just does a bunch of 13-year-old adventures, just going through her schooling and convicting criminals. Which I doubt she was doing, but you know.
Yeah. It's one of the weapons in this case. I pity Mr. Faraday.
I pity you more. Fucking.
Bad enough to be killed with evidence that he prepared himself, but to also be killed in a courthouse of all places, and right in the middle of one of the trials he was running, too. Imagine getting shot when you had to run a trial. God, I
It just
can't.
goes to show that nothing in life is predictable. Yeah, this girl did get shot, didn't she? In the shoulder, just like her father.
Just like Papa.
Just like Papa. Do you think she does that? I mean, she got the bullet removed, but you think she, like, does that now occasionally? There's, like, some phantom pain?
Oh, maybe.
That's not a JoJo reference, it's a real thing.
Phantom Pain isn't a JoJo's reference. Yeah, you're right.
Isn't it? Phantom Pain is one of the names of one of the JoJo books?
Phantom Blood.
Ah, it's Phantom Blood, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess it's the same for both the knife and the gun. Okay. How about the baggie? I was wondering, what do you think of this piece of evidence? Look at his finger. It's genuinely as big as her forehead.
Yeah.
I've
just got about my Photoshop diagram ready here.
Here, I'll do my own thing. Give me a sec. Let me quickly open up Paint. All right, we'll take this. All right. All right. Grab that. New. Don't save. There we go.
Alright, so here's what's actually happening in canon, is what I've sent you.
One sec. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's insane. It is literally as big as her forehead. Alright. Yeah, let's see what you got. Edgeworth confused victim, the camera. Okay.
See, he's just pointing towards the camera.
Yeah, of course. But here's what I got.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can tell. You don't need paint for that.
I was wondering what you think of this piece of evidence. Good line.
Your finger, Miles Edgeworth.
It's about a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Above average.
2 stars.
Got here too slowly. Otherwise good.
Asking people for help is breaking the rules, Miles. As I said earlier, this is a competition, a battle of wits. If you want to ask someone for an opinion, you should start with yourself.
It's so big, you don't even see her finger pointing. Oh, there it is.
That's a good line that she just said. I like that line.
In other words, you have no real opinion about
Is
the piece of
he in
evidence, do you?
front of the... He was in front of the whip.
Yeah, he was. Wait, I want to hear this again. If you want to ask for an opinion, you should start with yourself. Okay.
Like she's like he actually is way closer to the camera than she is.
I mean, he is in front of her. That's true.
Because it goes like behind his entire body.
Yeah. She is to his right.
You mean to his left?
Yes. Now, yeah, to his left, right.
The KG8 incident, huh? The defendant was acquitted in that case, but I don't think we've seen the last of it.
The fact that he was acquitted on a lack of evidence is just revolting. It's inexcusable.
Well, if it was my papa, he would have been found guilty in 3 minutes flat.
Indeed. We would do well to watch and study more from our mentor, so that we may secure a conviction for all those that try. That will be our rule.
What's all this we business? Don't lump me in with you, Miles. Any suspect I come across will confess everything to me before we even reach the trial. I'll show you exactly who is the superior prosecutor. Don't check the end of Game 3.
Clearly, only one of us is playing to win here. Emily is tried for murder. She's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Von Karma walks in the room. I did do it. I did everything.
If you confess, yeah, I did it. I didn't even say what I'd do if you confessed. I did it.
That's right. It was me.
It's an incredibly detailed model, isn't it?
It sure is. I heard that it costs as much to make this as it costs to build the courthouse itself. That's
What?
horribly inefficient.
Unless it's like fucking filled with gold. What was the point of making such an expensive model?
I felt the exact same way upon hearing it.
Ugh, it's so hard to understand such foolishness.
Agreed.
She's so baby. If we get baby K Faraday as an investigation partner, I won't be able to focus.
We need to have a scene where we get a bunch of baby Fire Emblem characters. I don't know how we do that. Just like they go through a tunnel and they turn into baby.
I actually may or may not be getting a chance to draw some baby soon, so stay tuned.
That'd be nice.
Link.
Just baby Kiara and baby armor.
Baby.
Even if it's just like 22-year-old Kiara. I guess that wouldn't look too much different.
She'd look younger. I mean, like, I didn't bother drawing all.
Maybe her hair would be a little bit
themes.
darker or like lighter, or whatever, more colorfully blue.
Her face would also be like, her face would also look younger. It's kind of like how Nagisa, like, you don't really realize that she looks older until you put like season 1 side by side with end of season 2.
That's fair. Can't stop the water, sir. Seems that man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much.
Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolishly foolish actions of a foolish fool.
Like me, who did not even check. Well, then why don't you lend the officer a hand?
As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later.
She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink.
Okay, that's funny, actually.
Just make those noises. The poison! What's the matter, officer?
I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom.
Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one over there isn't that far, is it?
No, it's a short way down the hall beyond these doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So I'm gonna hold it. Hold it!
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe can be a positive influence on the force
No, it's
after
not
all.
a positive influence. Fucking Jeff Bezos. He's gonna go piss or use a piss.
Here's a bottle. Sir.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Disease. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job?
Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guard can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream.
Actually, let's not. I feel kind of sorry for him now. Whoa. You see that? Whoa.
What?
I didn't notice. Edgeworth gets
painting?
closer to the camera.
Oh my god, he does!
That's so weird looking. Here, you do it too, oh god.
Oh!
POV. Von Karma and Edgeworth with their yowie hands and whip are approaching you.
Oh god.
Jesus fucking Christ. If only I could make him walk slower. Ew.
I like how she doesn't participate with you.
Well, this thing is so incredibly detailed, my inner modeling fanboy is impressed.
I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models per se. We do not consensus superb quality of this model.
I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle.
Oh, I see.
You're a disciple of my father, so you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such unproductive things. Callisto, you!
Yes, perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over here.
Yeah,
That would be too
how-
powerful, Edgeworth. Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many like gay guys do you think have played this game and read that line and been like, oh, my heart? You know?
Possibly. But also,
I mean, good for them.
Edgeworth doesn't seem like a whippy boy. I don't know. It's just not his thing.
I feel like Edgeworth would like.
The
with
most
a
he would
part-
do is take a manila folder and, like, lightly tap you on the shoulder and be like, please stop. And
He
you'd be
would,
like,
like-
sorry.
He would with a partner if they asked, I think, but he wouldn't like.
I don't
Fan
think he would
partner,
do
yeah.
that, honestly. I think he'd be like, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing such a ridiculous thing.
All right, sure, that's fair. Wasn't me, I tell you. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I understand. So let's just calm down there, okay, buddy?
No.
I'll get anything useful from the detective while he's agitated.
All right, you.
Miss you?
I missed you too. No, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Franziska von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name.
Please don't touch my clothes with your whip.
About to? I guess that means that for now you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. What?
Why are you whipping me?
Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting.
I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you.
Look at you, highbrow scrunch with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you.
What exactly is so funny?
Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere.
Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school.
I feel much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about?
I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder.
We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself.
You were with Detective Bad? Why?
We had a little something to discuss, that's all.
So I take it that you are an acquaintance with Detective Bad.
Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG-8 incident.
That's a really good freeze frame to have a police officer in the background.
Yeah.
Detective Bad is also related to that incident.
That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece.
He did it. He did it. 100% he did it. Sorry, you. It's not you. You're gonna have a sad scene towards the end, but it's not gonna be you. It's gonna be Bad. Why would Gumshoe never mention Bad? Sorry, it's how it's gotta be. No double females this game, and the final villain can never be a female unless they're Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just made a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him.
The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes.
I see. He did mention that he's in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. And that's why that's why Gumshoe was lying, because he was there. Bad was there at the crime scene.
Why would Gumshoe lie about that?
Because he's trying to protect him. It's like, don't tell him I was here, Gumshoe, or something like that.
I mean, I think that since Bad ties into the Yatagarasu, there's more of a chance in my head that he did it. But I don't think Gumshoe would cover for him.
I think he would.
I think he would accidentally let it slip while Bad is detaining him.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, suppose he will.
Oh boy, there's a lot of shit. You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad.
But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked.
What'd you talk to Detective Bad about?
Potato chip bags.
Actually, Cheetos bags. I'm so annoyed. Fuck. I go to the supermarket every week or two.
God, that is annoying.
And I swear, for the past 3 months, they have not had normal Cheetos. They've only had jalapeno Cheetos. And I like them. They're okay. I like regular Cheetos, too. But they just don't fucking have them. And usually I don't buy them. But every once in a while I'm like, I'm in the mood for Cheetos. Oh, they don't have them. Okay. I mean, they have different variants. They have, the puff ones, but they're not as good. Puff variants are okay. But, I mean, the regular crunchy ones? Never fucking have them. Ever. How do you run out of Cheetos? Anyway. Rant over.
I mean, you know. I didn't have any comments. That sucks.
that sucks, Ross. I'm sorry about that.
Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more.
That's pretty rude. Bloody. When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults.
Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2.
I see. Let's talk about Mac. Mac. He's a Lego maniac. I'd like to ask you a few clients about your questions, Mr. Macro. Did you just call me Macro? Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct?
Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu, he just made that up.
He made it up.
Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodopian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable, that they are no match for us von Karmas.
I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about?
And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier?
I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright?
And for that, you have not had a single qualm about defending a known killer?
Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
I'm sorry, forgive my rashness. However,
That's
that's
also,
also
like-
illegal.
That is very illegal. Yes.
If your client confesses to you that they are guilty, and they want you to lie for them and not use it as a plea deal, you gotta just drop the case, is the thing.
You drop the case or you keep defending them. I mean,
You defend them in so much, you can't just lie to the court. You
Because
gotta
the thing-
you gotta either go along with it being a plea deal, or you gotta be like, if they want to plead innocent, even though they admit to you, then you just have to drop the case.
you
That's what
don't
gotta
have
do.
to drop the case. You could just defend them.
You can't just say that they didn't do it when you know they did, though.
That is how the judicial system works.
That
you
is
have to give everyone needs a defense, even if it is like undeniable that they did it.
yeah, but you don't lie and say they didn't do it. You can like twist it in that they did it, but it was this way.
You absolutely can.
That's literally lying in a court of law. You can't do that. That's the reason that they say, do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth? That's the whole fucking...
I'm pretty sure lawyers are not under oath. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's fine.
Let me look. Are
Because
lawyers...
Because the thing is, Ross,
Under
is that
oath.
like if someone doesn't get a defense, then it's like a kangaroo court. Even if like they did it. Like if they don't have a proper defense, they can argue, "Oh, I wasn't given a proper defense. That's why I was guilty," and then get acquitted.
American Bar Association. What about reckless and negligible statements that are false? What about misleading statements? Because lawyers may not generally use deceit to gather evidence, lawyers and their agenda may pretend to be ordinary customers in order to garner evidence of ongoing wrongdoing.
Okay, here's here it's kind of both, right? The defense lawyer may not lie to the judge or jury by specifically stating that the defendant did not do something the lawyer knows the defendant did do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
On the other hand, the lawyer cannot admit guilt against the client's wishes. Rather, the lawyer, trial tactics, and arguments must focus on the government's failure to prove all elements of the crime.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If they tell you and they want you to say, I want to be declared innocent, but you know they're guilty because they told you, then you have to be like, I'm out. Or I guess you could just say, I don't believe him and I believe he's innocent, even if he says he's guilty. Because I guess Phoenix Wright does that all the time.
Well, here's the thing: is you can still get an innocent sentence without lying to the court. Because if you can prove that they can't prove the crime, that's an acquittal.
I guess Phoenix has done that in the past, where the person he's defending literally says, yeah, I did it. Phoenix is like, bullshit, you didn't. But I guess in real life, you would never fucking do that. If someone tells you, yeah, I did it, now get me off the hook, then they'd be like, no, hell no.
But again, you can.
You can. You just never would.
I think you could, and what? I mean, it depends on the crime, granted.
I
If it's
would,
like-
I
if-
would
if-
just
if
leave,
it's-
honestly. If I was a lawyer in that
Well,
case,
that's
I would just
that
fuck
is
out.
fair.
I'd be like, no
but-
thanks.
That is a thing that you can do, though. You
Unless
just have
they were
to
like-
spin it that way.
Give me a plea deal, then I'd be like, okay. Or if they wanted to say, can you, like, give me a lighter sentence or work towards that? I'd be like, okay. Or can you skew it so that it looks like I did this, which that's why I did it, sir. Like, okay, well, we'll try, but I can't just be like, yeah, he didn't do that if he did do it. Fuck no. Because that would be lying. And, you know, I make a terrible lawyer. That's the thing.
Yeah, so basically, you can absolutely defend someone you know is guilty. You just have to say that it's unprovable, not that they are in fact innocent.
Yeah. God's lawyer system is weird.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of exciting, though.
It makes for good game, right?
Miss you. Yeah, if you remove all the bullshit and you just make it the exciting parts.
Yeah.
And also you turn them into detectives, which they're not supposed to be. But, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Miss you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu.
The Yatagarasu, I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them.
You get a lot of habla and requests from companies?
Can it? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know?
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
Apartment complex. I find it quite simple, actually. Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Grr.
Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or maybe stoop by. Knock!
There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. That just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was.
What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight?
And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I had never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too, but either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief.
Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. You know, I should message Zuper and say we're probably going to 4, so I'll do that.
Oh, I thought he knew.
Yeah. Alright. Suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. Including her arm. Get off of me! I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. I don't like where her arm is grabbing.
Oh.
Francisca, you didn't see anything.
She puts her arm there and starts cackling.
Yeah, Jesus. That's a bad angle. Ooh, I wonder if we can get a...
I'd give you 2 stars at most.
Ah, look at this. This is a good one.
Yeah, alright.
Listen, I'm mature, I promise.
Francisca, don't look. Oh yeah.
Okay, we're done. Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ouch. As am I.
I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. Oh, come on, I don't get to talk about suing, pal.
I didn't do it, pal. I can't afford a lawyer to sue, so I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't.
Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, Detective. This card is useless. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you were the killer, there will be no mercy to be had with you.
Have a heart, pal.
Be not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is.
That's right.
No one's ever been tried and sent to jail because They were innocent.
Haha.
Hey, what was that your mentor said? 40 years without a non-guilty verdict? I'm sure every
Wow,
single one of those are is
Wow,
guilty.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm fucked.
Hey, pal, go and do your imperfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will ya?
I would have done so even if you hadn't requested me to, Detective. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry?
I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported into my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my own classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere school child. Aww.
Yeah, well.
You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you realize the orders to do so and from whom?
Earlier around 3:20, and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. I fucked up.
And yet something did happen to him, correct? Looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Sorry, there's like a spider.
Ew, a spider bug. Alright, I need to go find that now.
Oh god, it's climbing. I don't know if I got it. You probably heard my very, very bad scream. Alright, I just gotta like not, use this blanket anymore. Because there's probably a little spider in it.
Alright. I love this video so much. Ew, a spider bug.
Then I'll be there to feast on the goo of his shattered psyche.
Ah. Oh, how many things you're hearing through me, Mike?
Ew, a spider bug. Anyway.
I'll watch that in a minute.
Oh no, is the spider still there?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Hmm.
I don't see any movement. Wait, is that it? No, it's not it.
What kind of spider is it? Owl spider?
It's a very small one, yeah. But I am a freak about spiders. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna like not use that blanket for a while, and also I gotta be right back because I am also a germaphobe, which means whenever I crush a bug, I have to wash my hands.
Oh no, did you kill the buggy? Poor bug. Just wanted to live. Boy, seeing how loud my crinkling bag actually is, holy shit, it's actually like really loud. Jesus. Well, I think you can even hear me crunching the Cheetos.
I don't think I can actually. Also, that
exactly.
spider may have wanted to live, but I wanted to not see a tiny dot moving across my wall. So, I mean,
Understandable.
it's just lucky I didn't call Allie because she would actually like gotten it for sure. That's the thing is usually I'm not you know courageous enough to kill the spiders myself.
Yeah.
Which means I'm bad at it. So that one might have gotten to escape. But if it was bigger and I was like more scared of it, then oh, I've seen this clip, SpongeBob clip.
Yeah. Ew, a spider bug. Okay.
Anyways, you ready to
Never heard
keep
this
going?
line. Yeah.
Your words sting worse than your whip, pal.
So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard. Sounds to me pretty sus.
Sussy baka.
Sounds to me like Detective Bad came out of the television. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything
Darkness,
else you'd like
endless.
to tell me?
In the morning. Nope, not a thing, pal. That's gonna be
only-
stuck in my head for the
Only
next
had
8
the
hours.
Magatama.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage.
Ah, wait, you can't do that.
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know.
Hey, wait a minute. I just noticed.
Huh.
He has a pencil on the left side of his head as well.
Oh, it's just a mirrored sprite.
It might be, but also I'd like the idea better that he has 2 pencils on both ears. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket?
Ah, hands off, pal.
Just show it to us already.
Ow.
Annual bonus check within. $5 total. Except there's no check inside.
You've had your look, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. And I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know? So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back.
How can they possibly pay him this little?
Well, it's a bonus, not a check.
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
I'm pretty sure I make more money than Gumshoe.
But again, that's a bonus, not a check. How could you?
I make bigger bonuses than $5.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you do, but...
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now, Jimbo. I think I've asked him just about everything I need to. No, wait, since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer asked that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. I understand, but please make it brief, sir.
Please make it brief, Jimbo. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Where's the funny?
Where? I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about where the crime occurred is the truth.
How's it gonna... You gotta present his testimony, probably.
Yeah. You told me earlier that you heard no sound, other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct?
No mistake about it, pal.
Then you were also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yep, not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty.
You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Huh? Oh. But it's true! I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the 2 guys that's beyond what I can even imagine.
So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the circumstance he's in?
I bet it's because of Baby Faraday, and he thinks she did it.
I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Yeah, we haven't seen Baby in a while.
I mean, she wanted $1.
Speaking of the devil.
Okay. Yeah, you.
Oh, she's a. Got him.
How could you have not noticed that coming?
In the light, it looks like Francisco's crying. It's weird. It's like weird lighting. Cow. Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier?
Thanks! That's exactly what I needed.
She's so fucking cute.
Kids can sometimes be so cruel.
It looks like she dropped something.
Swiss roll.
I guess that's what you need the dollary do for.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
Ugh. I believe some sort of punishment may be needed to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all that I need to of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or what scruff face, or that scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next, then.
I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Ooh, she has a good one. Wah, wah, wahoo!
Yippee!
So, did you see anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
No, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions.
Anytime, detective.
This actually is just the voice I would do for Jake Marshall if we were playing Rise from Ashes.
Now, if you'll excuse
thing
me,
we're
I
not
have a
doing
few
that.
loose ends I have to tie up.
That
Well,
case sucks. I mean, it's a good case. But oh boy, do I not want to play it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Francisca von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see, Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma Miles Edgeworth that... I bit my tongue.
You're alright, Your Honor.
Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
At least somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title.
Oh-ho! Very well, then. I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now, about your earlier testimony.
Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw.
Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements.
Hallway. You good? Ooh, that butt. Ooh, that butt. See that guy's fucking
I see
staring
this
at
shit
that butt?
all the time. Not people staring at butts, but at work, our vending machines all are broken. Every single one of them has like some break about it. So
Well,
people
you
are...
do. I mean, you do work for like a mom and pop company. Probably can't afford any new facilities, you know.
Nah, we still have plastic chairs.
Yeah.
Did you find something, officer?
I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more. Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we could deem useful here. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
Oh, no. Just the fingerprints of those involved in this case, sir.
That was a good time for Discord to blip.
Welcome back.
Of all the times for Discord to blip, me doing a really bad Boris Karloff impression was probably it. Or was it Boris Karloff? Who am I thinking of? I don't know. It's one of them old movie monster villain voice actors.
I guess we know all of the players in this case then, huh?
It would appear that way, but I have the nagging feeling that we're missing someone. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right in this crime scene somewhere.
The shitty poster! He's making a most ridiculous looking face.
That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose.
I suppose, but to a Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. This poster is useless. There are no signs that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime.
If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it?
Francisca, let's not try to rush absolute genius. I'm not rushing absolute genius, I'm rushing you.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods.
$7 for milk!
Good God.
Just lovely. What will they think of next? This must have been during the time where they thought inflation would be insane.
I mean, to be fair, like, I guess it's like the same for milk and, like, Swiss rolls. It kind of tracks. Not that it's $7, but that they are similar values.
These are like movie theater prices for shit.
I mean,
Also, what the fuck is this vending machine?
Is it not like a movie theater, these quart cases?
Hot dogs, jerky, ham sandwich, Swiss rolls, milk, and orange juice. Who the
How much
fuck
is the
designed
orange
this? Like Adolf Hitler?
Like, jeez, you're really passionate about your vending machines, huh, Ross?
It's like, what kind of madman designed this shit? Yes, yes. Beef jerky and hot dogs. For my vending machines at work that dispense food, it's like ham sandwiches, hot dogs, burgers, like pizza rolls. Like, that shit all makes sense. This
Pizza
shit is-
rolls.
well, not like pizza rolls, but like rip and tear pepperoni.
I'm
thing.
just imagining like an ice dispenser, like from a fast food place, and you push it, it's just a bunch of pizza rolls.
No, it's not like that. It's in a bag. It's like a big bagel pizza thing that has like pepperoni
Okay.
in and like a sauce cup.
I've never actually seen a food dispenser. I mean, I've seen like snack dispensers, but not like ham sandwiches and shit.
It's nothing too crazy. Just imagine they're more tightly wrapped so they don't explode everywhere. It's nothing like too.
Oh,
exciting.
I'm sure they're not great, but I just haven't.
They're
seen
okay.
one.
You know, I've never really gotten sick from eating at one of them. I've had several things. I've had rib sandwiches. I've had chicken patties. Just imagine whatever you got at school lunches, but, you know, in a vending machine.
Yeah, all right.
Just lovely. What will they think of next?
Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. One packet for $9.
The beef
Defendant's
jerky is
fresh
right
milk.
on track, though, for being $9. Beef jerky is so fucking...
Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7.
I guess Mia decided to contribute to the vending machine.
Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. For $6.
Okay, that's a funny joke.
They're awfully overpriced.
Well, I was simply awful, period.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine.
Why'd she only need $1? It costs $7.
Well, she already had... Fuck you.
I was wondering about that myself. Oh, it's $6. Oh, what if
Oh,
she
and then
stole
she got a-
Gumshoe's $5?
She totally... Or no, he gave it to her, because he's so nice. Credit card accepted, too, so he could have done it without cash.
Aww. That's cute. There was someone here. It was a little girl. That's really cute.
Yeah.
The end of what?
The end of what?
Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess.
You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh?
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all.
We're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pull our money and buy a pack together.
I've just split it with you that I don't want it. I love these two because they really do kind of have like a sibling-esque adopted dynamic. at
Defendant's
times.
fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean?
I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now.
Please stop. Don't do that. Jesus
Like-
fucking Christ.
Like when April May was here.
Fucking Phoenix walks in. There you go. Jesus Christ. No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here in the very... Stop.
Miles Edgeworth? You can't possibly be serious.
Of course not.
Can't believe they actually went there. I didn't think they would.
When it's looking blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence?
Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long.
Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. I'm sad one isn't a coffee dispenser. I guess that could be from the other machine. Don't let the prosecution and defense make a ham sandwich out of you.
It sounds like it's directed at that hem of a judge.
Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. I see.
Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun?
Do you really think that they put that much effort into the product name?
Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up. You're acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad and I am now utterly famished.
If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask a normal person. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. Huh. Looks like this slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne.
What a pathetic slogan. No presence at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in a Von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty dogs.
Overruled.
Overruled.
Okay.
They had so much fucking fun with this, and I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Guess enough of that.
It doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area.
I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else.
Wow, it's the trash. Well, get in.
I'll wear some toys. Look at all the ants coming. Dude, Gumshoe, you fucking asshole.
You fucking idiot, Gumshoe. Fuck you, Gumshoe. You fucking dumbass. Fuck.
What is this? It's a pink colored piece of trash made of rubber. I thought it was funny they mentioned that not once but twice.
Wait, there really was a balloon pop?
Yeah. I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Kay had a balloon.
Yeah.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But, you know, the fact that there is a litterer running loose inside this court, I thought she was going to say Among Us. It's simply unforgivable.
There's a little bit of garbage in this courthouse. She like puts it on Edgeworth's shoulder. Fuck you. It's not like it was I who littered.
Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin.
A
Oh,
cat.
aloe vera.
Ugh.
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of these cactus needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be for you if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyway, is that a reference? This cactus seems to be unrelated to our case.
Did someone get hit with a cactus in one of these court cases? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I mean,
I
maybe
remember
in,
the
like,
fire
Rise,
hydrant.
in Rise from Ashes, maybe? With, like, Jake Marshall?
Maybe.
No?
Do you really think so?
It pops a balloon.
Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Its needles are dangerous, and it popped the balloon!
Oh, well then, I look forward to your explanation how exactly it is related. Ants.
Ants. Ant-Man.
These ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size.
Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squished under it, you'd better work extra hard, just like these ants.
The same goes for you, Francisca.
Working hard or hardly working, am I right, Miles Edgeworth?
I can look outside, however I doubt the killer could have escaped through there.
Of course not. This is the third floor, after all.
It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out.
Bars? What bars?
Can you not see them from your vantage point? I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Oh, can she not?
I
Is there
mean, no.
a thing about her sight?
Well, she's fucking like 4'5" right now.
Oh, right. That's funny. Aha!
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Ugh, that detective? He claims that not a single ant slipped by him, and yet there is a whole hill of them.
This is giving me some PTSD from my house. What are you hitting me for? I think we finally got rid of them all, but seriously.
As a replacement for that pathetic detective.
Ugh. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll.
I fucking wonder. Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times.
Ugh. It wasn't me that dropped the food on the ground.
The courthouse must be kept clean.
No.
Yo, it's a sussy little handprint.
The dirt on this bench. It smells like some sort of sweet stuff. Look, she's already pissed off.
I can't believe there is some going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame.
Calm down, Francisca. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench.
I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob.
You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'll do it.
Yeah, we don't fucking know.
Got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir. And
Oh, it's Gumshoe, probably.
you know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to a Detective Gumshoe. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Good work, officer.
I just realized the Swiss rolls come in packs of 2. So he shared it with Kay. That's why, and he was sitting there, so she was sitting on the other side, which means her balloon would have hit the cactus, and then he dropped his Swiss roll on the ground.
Because it startled him.
And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
Gumshoe's such a good guy. Since that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Why didn't Gumshoe clean it up? What a fucking slob, though.
There was a murder. Oh, you can examine just the normal bench.
Oh yeah, because the bench itself. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. What if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants?
Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought.
Yes, seriously. I'm sorry. Logic time.
So much logic. Oh god. Trash cactus.
This pink rubbery substance, I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this was a piece of a popped balloon.
I suppose that's possible.
The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus.
That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Vending machine crumbs.
Yeah. Ding. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that?
We literally just looked at the vending machine, dumb girl. It may
Well,
not seem that
they thought we'd go left first.
it may not seem like the
Jeez.
right venue, however, it is being sold right over there.
The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive.
Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that these cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in the hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. Is anything in this game not a joke about being expensive when it comes to purchasing things?
I feel like that in the Japanese version, they just put $ on there for some reason, and then the translators had to be like, no, that's way too pricey, what are you guys doing? Let's just have all the characters comment on it.
Yeah. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now.
Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I?
Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll,
And popped his balloon.
and as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench.
Ugh, how could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable.
Don't you dare whip me again, it wasn't me who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe bought the Swiss roll, it creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts.
A contradiction? Where? Don't you dare say they come in 2-packs.
No, he's gonna mention that he only had $5. I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. He didn't have an extra $1.
Right. Okay.
I'm rest until I inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
You have to deduce on it.
Yeah. Oh, not that. I mean, I guess I could be more specific, like $6.
Yeah. Bonus.
Eureka! About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that he had until this morning. He didn't even have a single penny on his personage.
Just how poor is that guy? Anyways, about the pay cuts.
If his bonus really was only $5, They should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found crumb cakes on the floor.
Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow.
Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is how? Can I logic that? No.
Probably need to, like, talk to a G.
Yeah, probably.
And also bad, eventually.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Do you suspect me of something?
No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor.
Very well. You may continue with your testimony.
Very careful, as I might be inclined to bludgeon you. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after.
Oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony.
I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. Good luck. He has not done 2 trials in the whole series, I think.
Yeah. And
Okay, and all the stuff in, whatchamacallit.
Gradius Attorney, sure.
Yeah. And also all the stuff done in Spirit of Justice.
Oh, and Kurain. Yeah.
The Canadian version of him, the Spirit of Justice version, and Great Ace Attorney. Everything else has been him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Now, let me explain. Oh, where should I put this? How do you get to be my age? You need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is a window to the men's room. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. That's horrible design.
That's some terrible design right there.
When I was going into the restroom, that detective Gumfuck is it? Oh, he was standing in front of the vending machine buying something from it. However, as I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore.
Your Honor, if you could please come down and explain it to me rationally.
Because they were sitting. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my finally honed judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Oh, ho, ho, Merry Christmas.
Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh? Well, we can really see
I
the
wonder
men's
if you can
bathroom.
really see the men's bathroom window from that one there.
You can. I'm looking at it right now.
I demand that you show me this view at once.
I suspect that her height is what's limiting her ability to see. I will use my yaoi hands to lift her.
Don't you never mind. You know, I don't want you to anymore. Now you said it like that.
Okay, you can just, like, stand on my back then.
Yeah, that works.
It's probably all I'm going to get from His Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now?
Yes,
Like
I'm
the
sorry to have held you
mental-
up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
For you.
Oh, winky face.
The judges in this country seem rather friendly.
How are they in Germany? Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear they are known to hand down very fair verdicts.
Eventually.
Not Karain. Fuck Karain.
Yeah. It is
Alright.
fitting that, like, that, Kurain is, like, the first time that you get a guilty verdict, and then it doesn't get undone by the time you leave the courtroom.
Yeah. Detective Bad, I have something wish to inquire about your theme. Oh, have you heard Bad's theme?
I have now.
Here, I'll help you out. Alright,
No,
everyone cover your
I
ears.
can hear it. I can hear it. Oh god. Oh, that's good. So when I said that I heard it now, that was wrong. All I could hear was the metal clanking. I was like, this isn't really a theme, but sure. Oh, maybe Ross can't hear me right now.
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's hard to hear, but, you know, I can hear you. That's why I let the music play.
Well, I'm just such a loudmouth, it's fine.
Oh, you really aren't, actually.
You see, if you talk to me, like, in real life, I would be. I just have a quiet mic.
That's true. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true, but...
Well, it's true.
Okay.
When we
Take
go
your
to
word
like
for it.
fucking like Comic-Con or wherever the fucking like 2028, like you're gonna be like, holy shit, calm down.
No, it'll be okay. We'll all be loud, fucking annoying losers when we go there, so it'll be great.
Yeah, probably.
I'll dress up as Gumshoe. Zuper can dress up as the guy from Yakuza. Jaden can be Monokuma.
And Allie and I will be Edelgard and Byleth.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Perfectly in character, all of us.
Hey, how about doing some actual work, you?
I wish to inquire into the Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. The Detective Gumshoe, good one, Ross.
You're getting in the way of the investigation.
I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority.
Tch.
Take a look at this.
Does showing that off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor?
Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you.
Well, by now I already know that, dumb fuck.
That would definitely be a problem. That's information you're not allowed to know. Sorry to hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here.
Fair day. That guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me.
You know, I have a comment. What does it say about us that this is the case that we know, like, the best? And a lot of it runs under kid logic of, like, what a kid would be doing. Like, how a kid would go up to the scruffy detective to ask for $5. We got that the balloon would have popped on the cactus. We got where the ants would have come from. We got, like, her being too short to look over the window. Like, all that just sort of clicked. Maybe it's just that this is easy, but...
Well, I mean, maybe it's easy. Maybe it's that, I mean, we're still very young.
I guess so.
Both literally and at heart.
I guess
So-
we remember what it was like to be a child more than we know what it's like to be 30 as a lawyer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure. I'll go with that.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
That's a good bad face.
Yes, threaten your gun at a 13-year-old. Big fucking...
Francisca, I think you need to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue.
It's not sorry, it's DiGiorno. I used the phone on the first floor. Called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up.
And only upon his arrival did you see Detective Gumshoe on stand guard, did you, Detective Bad?
You wanna try that one again? Yeah,
No.
I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together.
People must watch this video and think Ross doesn't know how to fucking talk. And they're right.
Well, they'd be right.
Yeah.
As we entered this hallway, we ran into you.
Who
Not
was
you,
laughing
but
about
you.
that Emily joke.
She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt him. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell Big Lug to stand guard outside. Then he killed him.
And around what time did all this take place?
Let's see, 6:05? I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. And after giving the Big Lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't.
If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to?
That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected, or he sat down. You and I, we are in lobby number 1 next door.
I was not, most certainly.
The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe.
It would seem to me that I'm still missing some key pieces of information. It could be a double help, like they could be helping each other. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah, I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you.
How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
I grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else.
You wave that thing around anymore?
He just dodged it. He fucking wave dashed it.
You think I'm just gonna stand there and take it? And I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
You wouldn't dare!
Yeah, just joking.
That mirror and its hand. His fingers are also bigger than my forehead.
What a world!
Detective Bad is something if he can make Francisca behave. Good Lord, Rawson.
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about?
Time? Or situation is so vague. I don't know if time's relevant here.
He just said defendant lobby number 1.
Yeah, he said it was 30 minutes ago. He didn't say specific time, so I guess situation.
I'd like to know a little more around the circumstances which you heard the gunshot.
Like I said, I was in lobby number 1 with you. I have nothing else to add.
Well, his testimony certainly corroborates what Mr. Yu said.
Miles, you already asked him about that, remember?
I suppose I should ask something else. Okay, not that one.
So is it time, then?
I'd like you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. God damn it, being the top option.
Well, it
times
was
in a
30
row.
minutes ago, like I said. It was around the end of the recess when the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, bang. The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums.
So you heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart.
Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing.
I get the sense that he's somewhat investigating this crime scene. I kind of want to go back to the previous trial and see if, like, Kay was really defending Gumshoe. Or, like, really, nice to Gumshoe specifically.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, I was wrong. It wasn't 2 times in this game he's been accused. It's actually 3.
Oh yeah, he was accused in the first, yep.
He was accused in the first one, he was accused in the third one, and now he's being accused again. Good Lord, Gumshoe. He's really making up for not being accused in any of the other games.
Yeah, he's the Maya of the investigation series, yeah. I really, like, think that it would be great if he's a victim in the second game, and it's just a well-guarded spoiler somehow.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I get the sense that he isn't somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather, that he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Maybe that's why people say to skip the first one and go to the second one. Detective
say
Bad?
that?
I think they do. I think they say the second one's way better. Detective Bad, may I ask you for your cooperation with us a little bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then, be obstinate. They'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles.
That's a vocab word that I use a lot in my campaign.
You sure do. You sure did.
You may no longer be willing to help us, however. May I ask for your forensic scientist cooperation?
Do as you like.
I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here.
Firmly grasp it.
Well, I do too.
Firmly grasp it! Alright, Francisca. Would you care to share your conclusions, what you've come to?
Miles Edgeworth, that's a blue-eyes white dragon. Oh, why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know?
You know, when I was a kid, there were a lot of SpongeBob lines I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about when they said their words. So, firmly grasp it. I didn't think it was firmly, like, grasp it. I thought it was grasp it.
Oh.
I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was kind of a dumb kid.
No, I did shit like that, too. I guess that doesn't mean you weren't a dumb kid, it just means I also was.
I think everyone's a dumb kid.
Yeah. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead.
It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony.
Oh my god.
Remix. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like you to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up.
Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect?
In a sense, I suppose you could say that.
Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before a Von Karma.
Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I said! Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Genius Prosecutor, successor Manfred Von Karma. Ah!
You bit your tongue again, didn't you?
As a defender of the law, I can never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want.
Very well, then. Your testimony, if you please. Yeesh.
During the recess, I went to the restroom.
What if that was his whole testimony?
Objection!
There was a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. I think he vented. A detective that goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me.
Was that an Among Us reference?
No! Please, don't be mad.
What did I say about saying Among Us references under oath?
I'm sorry.
Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm?
No!
Oh wait, that was just the line.
Yeah.
I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Fucking punches the judge.
Ow! You piece!
You thug! You hooligan!
You rascal! You're a rascal, potion seller!
He disappeared. But Your Honor, didn't you just say? I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine.
Why, yes, I did! The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The detective must have gone into the crime scene lobby number 2 at that point!
So he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard, did he?
Yes. So go back to my last one and present the hand. Not the JoJo stand, but like the literal hand.
Nice finger.
What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? You know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony?
Ha! If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example,
I
I
tap when I
myself
attack.
never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by.
Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life.
This is what some people may say the pot is calling the kettle black. She just slides off screen. Your Honor, I wonder
Ta-ta,
if you
real
might
smooth.
take a look at this for me.
Alright, well, tell Jaden I made a Reborn reference to this episode. He has to watch it.
Go on, read that line.
What is that filth?
I drew it. You like it?
Dear God. Is Kaya fucking How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? The party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness.
If you must know, the uncouth bench sullier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor.
Oh, well that's good, but who was it?
We were about to discover something from the smudge on the bench. Namely, Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints.
Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go dirty the courthouse too. Guilty.
Your Honor, please calm down.
No.
While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder.
What do you mean?
I believe that the detective brought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one.
Guilty!
See, it's G! For guilty.
And I'm J for just swell.
And justice! And also...
Oh, that's actually a lot better of a one to say. Yeah.
What was the other word on the sign that was like really shitty character font?
Judgment.
Judgment. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true.
Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to why I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom?
It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself wasn't able to see out of that window. Fuck you.
What was that fucking frame hitbox? How'd she do that?
God damn.
She's skilled.
That's a broken smash hitbox, Mr. Sakurai. Fucking
Well,
DLC
I mean, Von
character
Karma
over here.
was gonna be DLC.
Yeah. I was thinking about making a character, like a herring called L, E-L, and a character called C, which would be like C-E.
DLC.
And then having DLC.
It would be herons that would name themselves like that.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly underneath the hallway window is a blind spot where the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom.
Then...
Humph. It seems that you have made the connection.
If someone were to sit on the bench under the window.
Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe
Hey, look at me use the force on the Swiss
would
roll, sir.
effectively disappear from sight. And if someone was staring out the window, they could see men taking a piss.
Oh, I'll have to try that sometime. I mean, what?
Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time.
Ah, sorry. Hold it! I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it!
Is there something of value that you'd like to say?
Not really. Yes, actually, there is. I remembered something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time.
Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he?
That might not be a bad thing. The more info we get, the better, right? I mean, technically what I said was correct. Just not without all the perfect investigation fluff.
It's not really a perfect investigation if you're skipping lines, Miles Edgeworth.
Well, it's not a very perfect investigation if you're 2 feet off the ground, though, is it?
Oh, you want a sweet roll?
Oh, right, that's me.
I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person through the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the loud bang of a gunshot.
Ugh.
How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others.
And completely forgets the most important part, the fucking gunshot. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts next time?
I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words.
I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until just now.
Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that.
Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson.
The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway, and whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony.
Is the balloon Edgeworth, please?
Your Honor, about what you just said.
Oh, you mean...
I don't know what I just said.
I don't know what he just said either.
He said he heard the bang of a gun, and he had a knee-jerk reaction where he went, ah, and then he jumped into the air like this. Yes, just like this, with a quick ah. So yes, the judge is now hopping.
What the guy in the sky said.
Your Honor, please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me.
No. Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
I went to law for way longer than anyone else in this room.
Now then, I must gather myself, yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hall. I should know I looked. There was no one there.
This judge's emotional circuits appear to be stuck on overreact.
At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in this testimony.
Francisca. If I'm correct, this testimony is hardly precision quality.
I know that. And that's why I said, at this point...
I think my first line of attack would be to draw more information from His Honor. Okay. In that case, why don't we concede you were overconfident in your last testimony?
Now, hold on there. I just said that it's possible you can't see a seated person from Rushman this time. But you know something? I don't think you know when the lip prints you referenced were left on that bench, do you?
Yeah.
Well, you've proven that it's possible. The detective was sitting. I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints were left.
He's right. How about he had to prove the fingerprints were left on the bench?
He is rushing.
Why Finn's ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot of life. That judge must underestimate it. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at that point in the recess, did you look into the hallway?
After I called for a recess, I handled the trade for a prosecutor report. Maybe about 20 minutes until your convenience, this is right.
Just as I expected.
Or are you expecting to get to know what that all looks smiles for?
Your Honor, the statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony.
Alright, if it's... Let's see, I looked at the hallway about 20 minutes before we went to reconvene.
Here's the important part. 20 minutes before we reconvened. Very well. What did you do after that?
Let's see, I had to make some preparations. I rushed straight back to the courtroom. I also had to track down a few pieces of paperwork for the various bailiffs.
So you rushed back to the courtroom despite having heard a gunshot.
Well, at the time, I thought it was just the sound of a noise popper. I really couldn't think of any other explanation than someone having a birthday party.
Who would want to have a birthday party at the court? Whatever.
I would! But now that this has happened...
I see. Thinking back, the judge did mention something to that effect when we reconvened.
So, it was 30 minutes, not 20 minutes.
Where does it mention that?
Probably on the second page. It's either the gun or second page. Yeah, it's on Bad's testimony.
Tisk to tisk, tisk, tisk. Your aunt?
I cannot allow you to make an objection.
What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection.
Egads, I've been overruled!
Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste.
What do you mean by that?
You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible.
Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von...
Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your...
Tongue.
Eek! Why didn't you finish your sentence?
I love all the text skips. It's really annoying. I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca.
Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back.
If you're a height, you need a stepladder on 4 to accomplish that. Or stepladder of 4 to accomplish that, eesh.
It's a ladder, Miles Edgeworth. Don't base your cultural whatevers.
Mr. Edgeworth. My ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears.
Ha! Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. Testimony? Yeah, testimony. Right. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again.
What did you just say?
Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot around 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction?
That can't be...
Unfortunately, that is the truth.
I wonder how much game time this game has where you're just waiting for them to, like, figure out what you already figured out.
Every
Well,
single Phoenix
I
Wright
heard
game.
it clear as day. Bang! The sound of a loud gunshot.
Your mileage will vary depending on the player you are.
True.
The sound of the gunshot, we keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what the gunshot the judge really heard was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. I found the object in the hallway earlier.
What is that pink substance?
I may not look it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon.
I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record.
I hate the noise.
Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony.
What?
Your Honor, your arguments goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure out the rest on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of the gun and the balloon into thinking it was a gunshot.
What manner of trickery is this?
That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified.
Me too, Francisca.
Care to
Me
elaborate on
too.
how one ends something before it even begins?
Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound, but who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this?
That's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouses.
Baby, I want to trade these coins with you.
That's it! That balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy.
Man, who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I'll see to it myself that he is released.
Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe.
But why? I thought we just cleared his name.
Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for you now is to continue my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occur in the hallway.
Very well. Bailiff!
Bailiff!
Please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom.
I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Ten more minutes left till I gotta go see Zoop.
What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. Holy
No, I will.
fuck! Jesus, that finger.
It's in the camera, Gumshoe.
Look at it.
I'm still thinking about did Sura fuck not tell you?
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that.
Well, can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Huh, I'll say.
Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe.
Do you think Sam will ever get the chance to call Sura fuck?
I don't think she would.
I don't think she would either. That sounds like something either Austin or Coulter would say. Or Chelsea, maybe.
Chelsea, maybe.
Sam would just be like, you're a butthead. Fuck you.
I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part.
Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize yet. Or she would say Butch. Like, heh, who's the Butch now? Like, what are you talking about? We have yet to prove he is in complete innocence of this crime.
I guess so.
What are you guys talking about?
In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard today. Or on guard duty. Please remember that you are not on trial. This is just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony...
Yeah.
My whip will object loud and clear.
And if you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood?
I got you, pal.
Thinking back on the state of the crime scene in the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case.
I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's order. As soon as I got here, he's ordered me to stand guard in front of Lobby 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal.
He's still singing the same tired tune.
In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and it's time that I pull this information I need out of him.
That's a good line. I like that line.
I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders.
It's like how you feel when I'm talking about Rowana. It's just like, Ross, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna pull this information out of you.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, Rowana said something. Whoa. Alright, if you make it this far into the video, I guess you deserve that much.
If you make it
Rowana
as far into
says things.
spoilers, you deserve more spoilers. In chapter 7, Kira lived.
Shit. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
I wanted her to die. That would have been a better story.
you are always saying that.
As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard. From that time on until I heard the gunshot in the hallway the whole time. I'm not a detective, I swear it wasn't me.
I mean, he's not actually lying.
Yeah. You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway?
Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else?
Very well then, and what exactly does guarding the door entail?
Well, to put it simply, all I know is my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch.
Oh. Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me
Why can't these people be normal? Why can't he just be like, yeah, we saw your fucking handprint?
that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Because this is actually how court is proceeded.
But this isn't a court, it's an investigation.
I know, but, you know, this is what he knows. Because these people aren't fucking detectives! They're goddamn prosecutors! They catch people in lies in order to frazzle them. That's how they do this shit. But they're treating them like detectives, so, you know. Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of?
You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door, just like I was ordered not to.
Yeah, I could just hear the lies waterfalling from his fucking mouth. Look at that face! That's the face of a shark who has smelled
Yes.
blood.
Yes, it is.
Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden?
Because we are all in shock and in awe of your utter stupidity.
Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one.
Yeah, but I'm not lying.
I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close.
Yes.
I just leaned over and put my hand on
I just gotta press this one. I'm only going to ask you one more time, Detective Gumshoe. Are you sure you stood in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time?
Yep, after I was told to by Detective Bad, I stood guard in front of the door without a single break. So believe me when I say I was in the hallway the whole time already, pal. Why did everyone go quiet all of a sudden again?
Apparently someone has a bit of trouble reading between the lines.
What's that supposed to mean? I don't...
Be quiet.
Yeah,
I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close.
Okay. Not the roll.
The roll.
I guess it works, but the handprint was probably what it was. I'm glad it works.
It probably both worked. I have an objection.
what is it, pal?
Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere.
Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse dress or Swiss rolls, right, pal?
Oh, precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench.
Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that.
You telling Zuper you're gonna be a little bit?
Yep. Heh, you know what?
Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this.
You inconsiderate, slovenly pig!
Eek. And I promise to clean it up later, I swear.
Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't even move a single step in front of the door? If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls?
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands?
I just thought of something even cuter. You know what actually probably happened?
What?
They sat down to actually eat them. And it was Kay who dropped hers, so Gumshoe gave his to hers.
Oh.
And he tried to pick it up off the ground, but then he like dirtied the bench that way.
That hurts. That's so cute, it hurts.
Ouch.
It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can.
Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job, so I didn't want to say anything.
Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine.
Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that, because I'm not holding anything else back.
That last statement, it may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us?
Of course not. I've got nothing else to hide, pal.
Oh, if only that were true, Detective.
But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct?
Remind me again, pal. That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack.
Yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you till you cashed out your $5 annual bonus check.
I'm glad that they, I'm glad that they, like, just give that one to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
They probably have to, like, force you to figure out who did it. Let me ask then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide with me a proper explanation for that?
I told you I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me. So there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you?
Correct.
As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do.
Of course I do.
What? How?
What proof do I have that must be there's someone else in the hallway?
I mean, it's the balloon, which technically isn't proof, but it is. Okay, maybe not.
The heck is that? How I know you really didn't have anything. You prosecutors are all the same, always lying to people. You should stop, you know. I refuse to be lectured by the likes of you, detective.
Alright. Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective?
I have no intention of failing for his life because it was definitely a second person. Anyway, do we have the dollar somewhere?
The...
Oh, yeah, dropped by the young girl. Right.
But, like, she could have just bought it again. Like, that doesn't prove anything that it exists.
Well, you know.
Yeah,
Step
you
ahead.
showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal.
Ah, I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls.
Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief.
I would never do such a thing.
All you liars are the same. You start out as thieves, you're under arrest, pal.
I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective?
You're...
This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh.
There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you?
No way, pal. You got it all wrong. I ate both of them.
It would appear that we've caught you at last.
Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl.
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow?
I have a name, and it's Kay.
Kay what? Katie's nuts!
Kay Faraday.
Faraday, perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter?
I am not a you, I'm Kay.
Kay. You know, your dad just died. Good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave a big nasty bruise like the way you do.
Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister.
Good gummy.
My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe.
What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Okay.
It appears that I will need to speak with her a bit more detail.
Rawr!
You gonna do anything, pal?
No. Yes, what is it? Alright, come on.
Yeah, okay. That's probably a good spot to end it. It is now 4.
Oh, okay. Bit of a cliffhanger, sure.
Yeah, it sure is. We will have to talk to this little girl hunching over, giving me the stink eye. Trying to kick me in the butt.
You know, if they did kill Gumshoe in the second game, assuming Kay Faraday returns, like, that would just make that extra heartbreaking.
Ha, you can't catch me, Francisca. Ha 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 ha, you can't
I'll
whip me
catch
this
you
way.
someday, Miles Edgeworth. Oh,
Oh, got stuck on Scruffy there. God damn, she's fast. Ah, no, Udgy. What have you done?
Here, just let her catch him, and then this happens. Then I message.
Oh shit! Look at her! Look at her pulling the tricks out. Oh, yo, I'm actually getting farther away from her. Yo, that was pretty good. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Right.
Quit the game.
The link I sent you is when she finally catches him.
Is it bad? No, it's a YouTube video. Okay. Kill! I'm assuming that's what it's going to be, but I could be wrong. I saw the Delta Rune thing again. Yep. It's great for Vival.
Yeah, because they fucking jam the theme down your throat.
We need to get Capcom to let Gumshoe and Francisca out of whatever basement they're holding them in. Okay. When we come back next time, we'll talk to babies, and we'll play baby game.
Baby game.
Baby lawyer game. Baby babysitting game.
Baby game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a better chunk done this week.
We did.
Just compared to like how many sessions and how long it took to do Trial 3. You know?
Yeah.
And we're not done yet. But...
No. This is definitely longer than the Trial 4 from... actually, no, it's not. I was going to say this is longer than the Trial 4 from the third game, but that one even took a while for me. Mostly because that one was hard.
That one...
Maybe just for me.
I mean, you were younger than I am when you played it, right?
I don't think I was. I think I was about your
Oh,
age.
no, because you played that after... Like, yeah, you took a break from the game, right?
Yeah, I took like a whole year off.
Yeah. Well, it was longer than that, right?
I don't know, maybe it wasn't.
You were
I was a young
18 in 20...
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, I think
And I would have turned 19 as well during like...
Yeah, so you would have been my age in 2017. So yeah, I think you started that game when you were younger than me right now, but then finished it when you're older than me right now.
Well, I never finished it, so...
You didn't did you like watch someone finish it ever?
Yeah, I watched someone finish it. Of course I know how the third game ends.
Like I knew you did. I didn't know if you'd actually watched it though.
Yeah, I got to like just before I went into trial as Edgeworth. The first first day.
Yeah, let's see. If I go to your channel and I search Trials and Trib.
Yeah, it's not finished. But that's
I know it's not finished.
Bye everyone.